Chat, we have questions for each other. Y'all can also ask questions. So listen, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know right now, if you are in the chat, you can put questions in the chat and y'all can ask us questions personally and we can either choose to answer them or not. So if you're in the chat, feel 100% free to literally ask us anything you want to. We are open to answering almost any questions. If it gets too personal, we're not going to answer it, but we are actually going to be answering pretty much any of the questions that are in the chat, man. So if y'all want to, feel free to open up in the chat and ask us some questions, man.
I'll go first with my 10.
Okay, chat, he's going to ask me a question first.
Have you ever had a pregnancy scare?
I knew you was going to ask that shit first, bro. So chat.
And if you have, tell the story, but don't get into too details.
Okay. Chat, should I tell the story or no? Where's my drink? Chat, should I tell the story or no? What y'all think, bro? Yes? Fuck, bro. Chat, I've never told this story on stream.
How old were you?
Chat, I've never told this on stream, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into details. Yeah, chat, I'm not gonna get deep into the details. All right, so listen. About the substitute teacher? No, bro, chat, that has not nothing to do with it. Did you know about that?
What?
I about got a 22-year-old substitute teacher from Thomasville fired from her job because they found out we was...
Yeah.
Chat, bro, y'all always hold me for that, bro. Like, come on, let that shit go, chat. It's not that deep, gang. Okay. To answer y'all's question, or to answer Ashton's question, yes, I have had a pregnancy scare. I'm not going to say names. I'm not going to do none of that. All I'm going to say is I almost shit my pants. I was 17 years old. It was around the time I was literally partying the most. It was like right before I broke my back. Probably like 3 months before I broke my back. The girl, I'm not going to say where she was from neither. Chat, it was the most scary shit of my life. And I'm going to say this. Whenever you get a phone call from a girl that you slept with that you only knew for like a month. Yes, chat, I only knew this girl for like a month. Keep that in mind. Just imagine getting a phone call from a girl you've only knew for a month. And she goes, I think I'm pregnant. And I think it's yours. What are you doing, bro? Because that's the phone call I got. And I beg your finest pardon. Chat, listen, bro, come on now. Look, I lived my life in the past. I did my thing. And I'm a changed man. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't sleep around no more, chat. But point is, she called me. She told me. Chat, at first, I kind of ignored her for a couple of days. But I always told myself growing up, I would never be a bummed out dad. So if the girl was pregnant, and if it would have actually turned out how we all thought it was going to turn out, which I was the only one that knew this. I have barely told this story to anybody. I don't even think my mom knows this. So her finding this out is going to be pretty crazy too, because I barely told anybody this story. I stopped ignoring her because I always told myself I would never be a shitty dad, chat. I always promised myself that's one thing I would never do is not be there for the kid that I put into the world. So, I texted her, blah, blah, blah. About a week or two later, she took another pregnancy test. There was nothing there. The results were coming back. Absolutely nothing. She was not pregnant, and that's how it was, bro. After that, we stopped talking. I ain't talked to her since, bro. Real shit, chat. As soon as I found out she ain't have that kid, blocked. Never talked to her again, bro. Dog wasn't... Yo, listen, Michael, right. Shut your motherfucking mouth, boy. No. It's my turn to ask you a question now. Okay. My question to you... How old was you when you had your first kiss? And was it a normal kiss or was it like a makeout?
Okay, so...
Was it a normal kiss or was it like a makeout? And how old was you?
I was 8 and...
What the fuck? No, you're lying.
No, I swear to God.
8 years old.
Say her name.
Say it.
Haley King from Nashville, Georgia.
Okay, Chad, if he's name dropping, I believe him. All right, keep going.
It was the girl that stayed the night at my dad's.
I know. All right, never mind, Chad. I know
Caleb child. Yeah.
Oh, my.
That time, yeah.
Nah, chat, cause there's some crazy history with that. Cause no, we ain't gonna talk about it. I know what you're talking about, chat.
Yeah.
He's actually telling facts, bro.
What?
8 years old, gang. I did not know you was that young.
But no, we was just on some cool stuff, you know. We got into the room. We was just laying down, just watching our phones and stuff. And then you know how things start to escalate, just go from one step to another, and then you get to the
Chad,
that
8
part.
years old. This motherfucker talking about some things escalating. He talking about some. I'm 8 years old. Motherfucker, what's escalating?
and then
The only motherfucking thing you got that can escalate? Hell yeah, that bill was escalating.
yeah, it was that. No, I don't think I can get it.
All right, what's your question,
But-
bro?
Have you had a crush on any woman in this community that's 18 plus?
No. Chad, I've talked about this before, bro. I've talked about it multiple times, actually. I will say there are people that have been in my community, and there are people that still pop into my streams, you know, very rarely and here and there, that I would say are somewhat attractive. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and call them fine or none of that. I'm not gonna be extra. Because I would never date anybody from my community or none of that, bro. You know what I'm saying, chat? That like that's strictly business, like community, friends. You know what I mean? Anyways, there have been people in my community that I will say look good, bro. You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. A couple of people from the community do look good. Spot, yo, Michael, shut your. All right, buddy. All right, buddy.
what's
You know who
your
he's talking about,
preference?
right?
What?
He's
What
talking
do
about
you
A.
Uh-huh.
Spot is A. You know who I'm talking about. A.
B.
Yes, bro. That's who he's fucking
Who
talking about.
said that?
Michael, bro.
How does he know?
Cause of fucking Paul, bro. That stupid ass little boy. That's why I don't fuck. Oh, Chad, never mind. Let me stop talking, bro. All right, next question. Do you like to stream, and would you do it as a full-time job if you was able to?
Wait, say that again.
Do you like to stream, and would you do it as a full-time job, like the same way that I do it,
Yes.
like editing,
Yes.
posting your own content, everything, if you was able to do it?
Yes.
Okay,
100%.
explain why you would do it.
Bro, it's easy money and it's
not
fun.
easy money.
It's fun and you get to have fun while making money, and it's so much easier than going to work and having a bad day. You could literally get on here and just talk and have a good
I'm not gonna lie. For him, yes, it is easy when you love doing it and you enjoy it. But I will say, I genuinely believe that doing this, streaming, planning my own things every single day, uploading all of
It's
my
like you
own
own your own
content.
business.
But listen, it's harder than a regular job. The mental aspect of it, maybe not the physical, but the mental aspect of it is way harder because everything is on you. If you fuck up with something, it's on you. You have to be down on yourself about that shit, no matter what it is. If I fuck something up, obviously I'm gonna learn from it and it's a mistake, but it's all on me. I do agree that most 9-to-5 jobs, we already talked about this, chat, and a lot of y'all don't agree. I believe more than 50% of 9-to-5 jobs are easier than streaming. I will say streaming is harder than most 9-to-5 jobs. And that is my opinion, chat. If y'all don't believe it, obviously, motherfucker, if I fuck up, I can get sued. Hey, shit, it ain't, I can too.
Morgan98 just redeemed Tiki. Hey, can you please listen to my song I wrote last night? Personal, but it will let you get to know me more. Wrote this song by myself.
Yeah, Becca, I will, but it can't be on this stream, okay? It'll be later tonight. Ask me a question. Becca, it's gonna have to be later tonight, man.
Are you glad that you dropped out of school to do this, or do you regret it?
Chat, everybody asks me this question, bro. Everybody's always so curious to, how dropping out affected my life. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. Dropping out is the only reason that I'm even where I'm at today. If I would have been in school, if I would have stayed in that system,
He would have stayed his old place.
I would have genuinely never been able to elevate, bro. I would have stayed exactly how I was.
No.
I would have been around the same people that I was around. I would have never got away from the life that I was living. And I wouldn't have been able to go think and do the things I wanted to by myself the way I was able to. Chat, me being out of school was genuinely the best thing that could have ever happened to me, bro. It got me out of my comfort zone. It allowed me to, not have to deal with people that I hated being around. And it allowed me to just get out and be free, bro. And then that's when I started to actually grow and change my life, man. As soon as I got out of the school system and away from all of them friends that I was hanging out with, my life was completely different ever since, bro. Ask Ashton why he is so fine. What do you do to be so ugly, bro? In Bryn's words, what do you do to be so fine?
Man, I don't do nothing. I'm just myself.
Chat, we buzzed his hair today if y'all can't tell. Hey, show him the fresh lineup. Chat, I've lined his ass up and everything, bro. Gave him a fresh lineup, man. Yes, sir. Barber Preston. Chat, Barber Preston.
Hey, if you see that right there, it's because my hat, low-key.
Yeah, chat, Barber Preston. Hey, I did a good job, though, didn't I, chat? Chat, I done a good job, didn't I? Streaming changed you, but in a good way, though. Chat, would y'all agree? Streaming changed me in a very good way. Streaming allowed me to bring my full potential out, bro. It allowed me to elevate and become more of who I want to be. You know what I'm saying, chat? You failed that haircut? No, the fuck Man, Becca's a... Nah, you glazing.
God, you a glazing.
Nah, you
Get out
glazing,
the box. You on
bro.
my case, bro.
Becca, you glazing.
You own the wood, for real. Like, chill.
All right, chat, let me ask Ashton a question. Wait, did I just ask you or did you ask me?
No, I asked you... no. Oh, yeah, I asked if you was glad that you dropped out.
Oh, yeah, chat, I'm so happy I dropped out. Best decision I ever made in my life. Now, that is not going to be for everybody, okay? Dropping out is probably not the best decision for most people, all right? So don't do it. If you have a dream and you genuinely want to chase that shit and that's what you want to do your whole life, go get it. Drop out of school. Say fuck that shit, bro, and go do what you want to do. But if you ain't got a dream and you ain't passionate about that shit and you ain't going to wake up every single day to, like, grind your absolute hardest for it, you don't need to do it, bro. Straight up. Now, next question. Have you ever had a pregnancy scare? And I want to ask you one more question after this because this is going to be if you're going to tell the story, then I'm only going to ask you this. You don't have to tell the story.
I'm going to tell half the story. I'm going to still
just tell what you can.
Okay. So
chat.
Okay.
The question is, has Ashton ever had a pregnancy scare? Okay. Yes or no?
So there was this girl named Addie Watson. I don't care. Yes, if you see this, I don't like you. I don't care what you think about me.
I know who he's talking about, so he is telling facts.
So I was like talking and dating her and stuff, and I kept cheating on her stuff, and I told her I was gonna be for real one more time. And then I went to Florida at my dad's, and then I was coming back, and then I had to stay with my aunt, not his mom, my other aunt, and I didn't want to stay there. So
Caitlin?
Yeah, and I didn't want to stay with my aunt KK, so I texted my ex's mom, not Addie, Kinsley, the one that came over to your house that day.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. So, chat, my brother was fucking with her best friend too.
So I went to my ex's and stayed the night there for a few nights. And then her mom let us sleep in the same room, locked door, shut everything, take shower, blah, blah, blah.
That was like the first time Ashton really was able to get him some, you know what I'm saying, chat?
And then... So it was like, all right. So they went shopping and stuff.
Bryn said, damn, never mind. She like, I don't want his ass no more.
And then, so her parents went shopping. So it was like 8:30 in the morning. Her parents went shopping. So we had woke up and stuff. And I'm talking about.
Look what Michael said. Yo, Chad, y'all are fucking funny, bro.
So we had kind of did the thing. And then I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I think I blocked He
accidentally completed the mission without meaning to.
And then she was like...
He got to the destination.
And then she had to go to the bathroom and use the number 1 so it can kind of get out. And we was worried for 3 hours. And we was just sitting there just talking about it. And then she took a pregnancy test. And it was like so close to the pregnancy line. And then she took one a week later and it didn't say she was pregnant. So, and then... We had got back together after that, and I cheated on her again, and then we had just broke up. And and Addie broke up, or I got back together with Addie 40 minutes before I got to Kinsley's house.
That's a cheating motherfucker, bro. I'm telling y'all. How old is this motherfucker? Ashton's 18 years old, chat. 18.
Facts.
Chat, he's 18. Bro, Ashton cheating motherfucker right here, bro. I'm telling y'all. All right, you asked me a question. Chat, W story time right there, bro. Cheating motherfucker right here, bro. W Ashton for cheating? Like,
Was streaming the job you wanted to do while you was in school?
Nah.
Did you think it was gonna be your job?
Chat, when I was in school, I was going to school for construction. Chat, if y'all don't know, growing up, I always wanted to do construction. I always wanted to own my own company. I wanted to have my own construction, construction business, running different crews and stuff like that. But slowly I started fading away from that. I mean, I can still do construction. I know everything about it. And I could still, end up stopping streaming and going and doing that. But I love streaming, bro. I will never stop this shit, man. So I'll probably stop this like one day really far in the future. What are you laughing at?
Look what Michael said.
Nah, he wanted to play footsies, but didn't.
Have enough toes.
All right, fuck you, Michael. All right, chat. Next question.
I'm 51 backwards, chat.
Have you ever thought anyone from my community was attractive? And if so, who?
No.
You've never thought any
No,
girl
I
from
think
my...
Elena or Autumn looks.
I was about to say, don't
best.
even lie. Chat, okay, so for Ashton, I can obviously answer
Elena
this
or
for him.
Autumn?
Yeah, he always thought Autumn looked good, but chat, I'm gonna be honest, it's cause she got that shit back there. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Autumn, I'm sorry. I'm just being real. You be trying to hit on me in Jake's chat, so I'm gonna just be honest with you too, okay? Now, chat, Ashton, he always thought Elena and Autumn was fine, bro. I don't think any of them look that good.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
and Scarlett and Anna.
Yo,
and...
chat, I'm just upfront and honest, chat. If she got that shit back there, I'm gonna say that, bro. You know what I mean, chat? It's just honesty, man. Anyways, what was you saying?
My turn.
Yeah, what's
What age were you when you had your first kiss or makeout?
Oh my God, how old was I? It was.
Oh yeah, I remember.
It was Mackenzie at y'all's house.
No, he was 7 and he kissed his boyfriend. I think in
This
5th grade.
motherfucker, yo lying ass, bro. It was literally at your mom's house, bro, with Mackenzie Hornage in your bed, where she literally begged me to, you know what I'm saying? But chat, I was a little pussy back then, chat. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the balls to do none of that, but yeah, I made out with a girl in your bed at your mom's house. Mackenzie Hornage.
There ain't no telling what I did in your bed with them girls.
Buddy, you ain't never done nothing in my bed. Chat, that is facts, Ashton. I did make out in his bed with, one of my ex-girlfriends. I dropped their name because I don't really give a fuck. I don't care to name drop in his bed. Yeah, chat, it's okay though. It was just a kiss and it was a make out. I think I was like 14 years old though. It was 8th grade. Fact. Something like that, chat. It was like 8th or 9th grade. Because remember, it was when your mom first got with Joe and he had that fucking Ranger, bruh. And we was riding around on that bitch.
Fact.
What is your dream job?
Feet finder.
No, really. Like, actually, what is your dream job?
Construction or welding.
That's actually your dream job?
Yes, and if I don't get that, I'll probably do streaming.
Facts. Chad, that's kind of how I was, man. I wanted to do either, demolition work, construction
whatever job I get first and I start making motion from it, I'm going to probably quit that job and I'm going to buy me a PC setup.
Chad, streaming, I'm telling y'all, bro, Ashton go platinum with streaming, man. I be trying to tell him all the time. His job is to cheat daily. You're really not wrong about that one. All right, you asked me a question.
I'm going to ask you 4. They're short.
No, just
all
ask
right,
me one.
I'm asking you 2.
No, just ask me one because I don't have that many left.
What was your favorite sport?
Everybody knows that, wrestling. You can ask me another one.
All right.
Chad, I love wrestling, man. I will still wrestle to this day.
Favorite person in the Clover community?
Favorite person as in, like,
anybody,
overall,
anybody you see in the chat.
I'm not going to say I have a favorite, but what I will say is I have somebody that I talk to on a daily basis outside of the community, and they help me a lot, and they're genuinely,
Who is that person?
They're actually, like, there for me a lot, like, outside of just streaming, chat, they help me, set things up and all of that, so W fucking John, chat. He's not my favorite. I don't have a favorite, but John helps me so much. You know, he puts a lot of work on the back end of the streams to help me out and get things situated. And I don't pay him a single dime. He just does it, you know, out of his genuine heart, bro. He loves watching the streams be the best they can, and he just enjoys seeing the community thrive, man. So W fucking John. Everybody spam W's in the chat for my boy John, bro. Real shit, man. Chat, John is a big freaking W, bro. Matter of fact, chat, he's gonna be in the Among Us stream tonight with us, bro. So W fucking John, dude. Big facts. And he's in the building. Who's the best looking in our family?
In our family.
Who do you think in our family is the best looking?
Boy, I ain't saying that's gonna make me look weird.
Nah, that's not gay or none of that, bro. It's just like, chat, yo, how the fuck?
Myself, bro. I get
Yo,
all
chat,
the girls
like-
on everything. I look the best in our family.
Okay, you genuinely think you look the best in our
Facts,
family?
I do. On everything I love, I get the most girls, anybody. On my mama's soul, I do. I put that across everybody's heart in our family. On my mama, I do, bro. I own this family, bro. I'm the most best looking. I get all the girls, all the hoes, every day, every second, every minute.
How about this?
On everything.
It's tied between me and you.
Facts.
Big
Me
fact.
and
We get the
him.
most.
Me and him.
Yeah,
me and
Tay,
him.
I'm not gonna lie.
I
Listen,
agree with that.
Hey,
Me
look,
and him. Facts.
me and Ashton, he can be an eyewitness. He
Facts.
knows. Like
Facts.
back in
Us
the day,
two, nobody else get
like
no
chat.
hoes.
Back in the day, I was on that, bro.
Justin locked in. Caleb, he like
Chat.
dudes. Like other than that, we
Back
get
in the
most
day,
hoes.
I was locked in. I'm retired now. Now, I'm not saying I'm the best looking, but I know how to talk to a woman. That's all I'm gonna say, chat. You know what I mean? That's all that really matters. You know, the looks ain't everything. You know, I might be an ugly motherfucker, chat, but I know how to, you know what I mean, talk to women. Now, point is, I'm not gonna agree with you that you're the best looking, but I think your brother actually got you beat. I think Justin out. I think
Have you
Justin.
not saw him?
Listen, bro, Justin, and this is not, no, this is just straight off honesty. Bro, if you was to go to somebody who genuinely looks at people for a living and rates people for a living, they gonna say Justin.
me.
Bro,
No.
I'm telling you right now, chat, Justin overall, he got a better jawline. He's more fit than you. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like
I'm showing him this picture of him.
No, you can't show them. Yo, chat, all right, man, no, I got a picture. No, I got a picture. A straight up picture that's just random.
Of him and his girlfriend. Oh, of him
No, let me-
trying to look good. You see this little sex
No, chat.
right here.
Okay,
Hold up.
honestly, who looks better, chat? Ashton or Justin?
No, look at this. Hold up.
Hold on, let me turn it down. Chat, who looks better? Ashton? Oh my God. Chat, who looks better, Ashton or Justin?
No, look at that, chat. Watch out.
Yo, chat, y'all are being weird, bro. It's not
Fat.
like we're not
Look
fucking.
at that. Look
Chat, y'all,
at that.
No, chat, y'all are dead ass being weird, bro.
Ashton,
It's
thank
not no like,
you.
chat. It's not no fucking. It's like it's not no rating. Like we're not rating each other or nothing. We're just being honest, bro. Like shut the fuck up. Y'all are being weird, bro. Like if you in here saying Alabama and shit, bro, y'all are weird, gang. Ashton's fine as hell. All right, Ashton, watch out.
can't come
Chat,
up.
this is the last question. How many bodies do you have? Chat, I've been
Alright.
waiting to ask this one. How many bodies do you have?
Count, like actual bodies.
Yes, like
Two. I don't count the third.
No, you have. Okay, well, never mind. Check, because I'm the same way. I have 7, but there's one girl that I just
Yeah,
completely
facts.
don't talk about because she chopped shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
That's
Chat,
why I
there
don't
was
count
one
the
time in my
third,
life.
and her junk was whack.
Chat, there was one time in my life where I slept with a girl that was, very, very mid. I'm talking about
Not
chopped
even
as
that.
hell.
Just her junk smelled like. Feel me?
Oh my God, ain't no way you.
Hey, I can name
Ain't
drop,
no
too.
way you just said, nah, don't name drop because she can sue you for that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't need.
Yo,
hey, I ain't
chat.
gonna say it.
Everybody, spam big W's in the fucking building for this stream, man. Real talk, bro. Everybody spam W's in the freaking chat for this stream. This was an amazing freaking live, bro. I love this stream.